Hey guys, it's Selene and Alexis. We are here tonight for our online workshop. It was a couple minutes late getting started. I think I was just trying to get all of the details up in the description. So if you are following along and you want to click on the actual description of the video, it has everything that we used for the workshop. And it's got the special. Tonight's special is pretty cool. Well, first of all, for those of you who have been here before, ta-da, you know that the packet is free with a $35 order using the host code up above. If you spend $50, you'll also get a full package instead of just the two little strips of the solid faceted gems. Sorry, Lex, I was like, the solid faceted gems. So I'll include those in your package, and if you spend $100, I'll be sending you a surprise along with it. So that's all I've got to say about that. I love surprises. So I did do the complete shopping list, and those of you that reach that ordering threshold of $35, you'll also get a PDF document with all of the directions for the 4 projects. And that will be sent to you via email. So keep a lookout for your email if you get that from us. So, hey Sharon, hey Donna. Hi, I want to say hi to Laura Ann and Sharon Dalton. Oh, Sharon's joining us from down under. Debbie Sauer. Hi Debbie, good to see you. Wow. And let's see who else. Mary Kingsley. So good to see everybody tonight. Okay, so we'll do the projects from start to finish. And if you have questions as we go, you can ask me questions about the projects. At the end, we're going to have an Ask Me Anything session. So you can ask me anything about Stampin' Up, about me, about joining. My team is so fantastic. We have to do a swap this month, and it was a color challenge. So there are 12 of us in the swap, and we just mail cards to each other. It's so fun. But we have a really great community. We have a monthly team meeting. We have training on Mondays for people who are interested. They just let me know, and we do one-on-one training. So, and we have a lot of fun. So most of the people on my team don't need training. Most of them just hang out and get their own discount. And if that's something you're interested in, please let us know. You ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready? All right, let's go. Hey, Val. Okay, let's flip the camera. I'm going to put my hand over so I don't make anybody dizzy, because that's a thing. Ta-da. Yeah, see, even that little bit, we could get dizzy. Hey, I think I need to move the table, so hang on one sec. We will adjust. I think that looks pretty, well, maybe too much. Ta-da. Okay. The power of TV. We get to watch it back on. Hey, Pam. So good to see you. Okay, so this is the first card. And like I said, I have all the measurements and then all of the directions here. So I haven't made these cards in about 3 weeks. I did them at my team meeting 3 weeks ago. But so you open up your packet, and you'll notice that this one is packaged like last month. I decided that it's pretty helpful to have the cards in the package like this, and I got some good feedback from you guys. Instead of stuffing everything in the envelope, everything is ready to go. So I'm going to take out from here down, because this is the top card, and then I'll just put this to the side, and we'll be ready to roll. So all of the little pieces that we've already punched for you came in here. Is this not the cutest punch ever? So it comes out of this punch. If you didn't see what I did earlier, I made a little piggy. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. So this base is a piggy, and I colored him with a marker. And so you can use it to make animals. I actually also see a hippo in there. I think if I turn it, I do. A hippo is coming. Alexa's like, yeah, we will anxiously await that, Mom. So, all right, I'm going to take this and flip it so I can see where I'm going. And at home, if you were to get stuck and not be able to hit the punch with the punch shape with the stamp, and you had the punch, it would be really helpful. Not to mention, I'm digging this label punch anyway. Even if you didn't have the stamp set, it's so useful for so many different sentiments. So I already put the stamps on the block. Actually, Alexis did. And this is soft succulent ink. And I'm going to ink this up. And you notice I'm not pushing down into the ink pad. When you're a brand new stamper, especially with these firm foam pads, it's so easy to push a little too hard. I'm just going to show you. Like, it's not, they call it firm foam. It's not firm foam. It should be called like something else. What should we call it? Like squishy foam. So keep that in mind if you're, I'm like, she's laughing at me because I'm trying to figure out how to like get the ink off my bone folder now, but that's all right. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this down in the middle and try and hit my stamped shape, my punched shape. And like I said, if I was doing this in person, I would get my nose 90 degrees under the block. Right now, my nose is not 90 degrees under the block because I would whack my head on the camera. So I missed. Haha, we'll go again. I'm gonna do better this time. So you get two sides to the paper. I did better that time. Yay. Okay. So I'll put that to the side. No cleaning yet, because we're gonna use that on another card. And I'll close up the soft succulent ink pad. If you're new to Stampin' Up, because that's what this is for, you should know that the easiest way to open and close these, they open like a makeup compact, so you open it straight up, and then I like to tap mine into place. And I do close it all the way because sometimes people are nervous that they won't be able to reopen it, so they do this, and then they're kind of trying to stamp on an angle, and it gets wobbly. So I like to push it in all the way. And we have the happy birthday stamp, and then this cool little leaf thing. But let's do the happy birthday first. So the happy birthday is much smaller than the punched shape. So I opted to add a little greenery on both sides. We've got one here. Thank you, Lori. Lori says I have great creative vision. Boy, I'm lucky to have good friends like you. All right, so that's all the stamping for this one, and I can put this off to the side for a minute. And I'm actually going to add some dimensionals to this while I go. I'll tell you what, you know, playing with some of these bundles to create my sweet boards have made a huge difference, because I see so many possibilities once I've played with it for a while. Here, let me show you the sweet board for this one, and we can come back to this first card in a second. But the sweet board is pretty awesome. So first, it shows the designer series paper, and when I have a new person, either in person or in the studio, I like to show them the possibilities. I always recommend that they start with a designer paper, and then they pick two colors out of that designer paper in order to order. So that way they don't feel like they have to order every color in the book. They could get Night of Navy and Pale Papaya and have a lot of possibilities. So all of this one has a lot of colors. So it has basic white, evening evergreen, Night of Navy, Pale Papaya, soft succulent, sweet sorbet, and very vanilla. But I would say you don't feel like you need to order all of those. You could pick two and maybe a matching ink color, and then you would have quite a bit. And don't forget your neutral, because you'd want like a vanilla or a white or maybe both. This one, the sweet, actually also comes with this embossing folder, and I'm going to put it at an angle. I'm hoping that you can see it better when I tip it up. Yeah, so it's nice, and it's a really pretty folder. And of course my piggy shape, the lasting label punch. So making this board was how I ended up seeing the piggy, because I kept seeing his feet and his ears, and that's how I ended up with him. But that's just a side note. And I think when I first looked at this in the catalog, this flower seemed a bit overpowering to me, whereas now I'd be tempted to use this as a background stamp. I do love that it has the thank you and a thinking of you, and it's got birthday and cheers, best of luck, and oh hello. So it really would make a good set for a brand new stamper, because you have a lot of different possibilities. Oh, I know, that embossing folder is beautiful. And then I made a quick card from some leftover scraps that were on the table, and I just turned them into candles. You can do this two ways. You can use a white marker if you have one, or if you don't, you can take our craft ink and take a blender pen and dip the blender pen in the craft ink and just draw it on. So it's really simple to make that effect. And that's the stitched dies, and we'll show you, I think it's called, in the supply list, let me see. It's stitched with whimsy dies. And they just make that stitching kind of cool, huh? Anyway, that's the whole suite, and you know, you can order it in the catalog and you can get the whole collection with one click. So you get the paper, you get the folder, you get the stamp set, and the punch for the one item number, which is pretty cool. And that's up top in the description as well. Alexis gave me this one. This is another card that I made with a different stamp set using the same designer paper that she really liked. Okay, moving right along. So we're going to go back to card 1, and we did our stamping, and we've got this stitched with whimsy. This was just 5 by 3 3/4, and I can attach this to my cardstock. It's so simple, but done well. I really love the patterns, and so pretty. Okay, so these are just little bits of designer paper. I'm going to stick one here. These also could be kind of like candlesque. They'd be a little bit chunky. They're like pillars. But I'm going to stick one there. Oh, I love all these patterns. I, looking at the catalog, didn't think that I needed this designer paper. And then when I opened it, the colors are just so vibrant. I don't think that you get how pretty it is just looking at the catalog. I've actually already used up 3 packs of this designer paper. I ordered a 4th. Yeah, Alexis is like, what? I ordered a 4th. We used it for club. I used it on my swaps going out to Utah this week. And I just can't get enough of it. So I think I'm going to put that there. So I see a little bit of green. Oh, don't start that. She's yawning. Must be so difficult. She's out of school now for the summer.
Today was my last day of school.
Hey, Tracy. Thank you, Mary. Mary says she loves my board. Hey, Tarsha. Love it. Okay, so I flipped this over and I put it on with dimensionals. I don't know if you noticed, I like to use a few dimensionals. I want to make sure that I have the right amount of support. So, but I only peeled off the outsides because it's really not about the sticky factor. They're plenty sticky. It's just a matter of, I want to make sure that if this was in the drawer for a year, when I go to use that again, it would be a-okay. So I'm going to pull out my Take Your Pick tool, pop, and slide my embellishment off the transfer sheet. So you'll get a full set of embellishments to put your cards together, but with a $50 order, you'd get the full package, like the, excuse me, goodness gracious. So that's the first project. Say no to dust.
And pollen.
Oh my gosh, it is so pollen stricken here. We can't, like, you go outside and it's like it's snowed in green. Okay, so here we have this really weird shape. So where did this come from? I'm gonna grab a piece of white paper to show you. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just use the piece that's under here. So nobody's going to see. Oh, no, that's the inside. I'm silly. I thought I had everything covered, but that's the beautiful part about working from home. If you forget something, you can just grab it. Oh, I bet you can, Donna. That's a good tip. Donna says you can make a cow from that punch too. I can see that the belly. You just have to make them brown, yeah. Oh my gosh, so cool. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side for a second and show you what I have in mind here. So to make the smaller shape, I tacked a little glue here. Put this on to extend my hand. And then I put it back in to where the punch ends and lined it up. So that's how I made that cheers shape for the inside of your punch. Now, there's a hippo. Isn't that funny?
Or a car, if you flip it over. Like the hood of a car with the headlights.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the wheels.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things in there. Or I see a frog now. There's a frog in there too.
There could be a frog in there.
This punch is so cool though. It's got all of those things right inside. But that's what happens when you start playing, you know? All right, so now you know where my cool shape came from. And you guys can make that at home if you want. And this is Cheers. And we need the Night of Navy ink pad for that. And cheers to you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm so happy to be back home. I'm going to move a little closer because I want to see where I'm going here. Ta-da! Okay. Cheers. I'm going to flip this over and put some dimensionals on. Yes, Val. If you buy the suite, you definitely earn the class. So it's $35 to get the packet for free. And then if you spend $50, you get a full pack of the embellishments instead of just the little strips. And then, I was talking and I peeled that off. I'm going to put it off to the side so I don't make a whoops. And then if you spend $100, I'm going to send you a surprise in the mail with your stuff. Okay, so here we go. This papaya against the navy, I can't even. So like I said, I had no use for this. And now I can't put these colors down. They're so pretty together. And with the designer paper, it seems a little overwhelming when you're looking at the big 12 by 12 piece. But when you get these little strips, they're just so pretty. So here we go. I'm going to go with this one. Let's see. Let's find all our patterns. This one, then this one, then this one. And if you're doing this at home, you can look at the PDF to see which one goes up. But I just flipped them all upside down. And I'll go down the line and add my Seal Plus, just to make it quick. And there's no rhyme or reason for putting these down. You're not doing it wrong no matter what you do. So you just kind of stick them down, overlap them. They'll be good. This one I made an elephant card with. Can you see like the elephant pattern in there? I had that from my club, not last week, but the week before. So cool. Okay, so I purposely tightened these up so that when I went to flip my Cheers over, which I already peeled the dimensionals off by accident, that it would be sticking out over the blue. And then I'm going to pull out my take your pick again because I want to take one of these giant embellishments and adhere it. It's so funny. This one, they're stuck upside down. That's weird. Okay, well, if I wanted to fix those, I could peel them off, peel the glue dot off, and then put a glue dot on the bottom. But that's weird. They're upside down. We got one that's good, though. So that's the only one I needed to put this card together. Super simple, super pretty. And I also gave you a basic white.
And a small one.
I could have used a small one, but I didn't want to. I wanted to make it just like the teacher. That's so funny. Just change it, Mom. It's okay. See?
You can change it.
I did. Did I? How did I change it?
There's an extra dot.
Oh! She's like, you did change it. You didn't make it the same this time. See? I'm blind. God forbid I were to make the card the same twice, you know? But here we go. So you can put a couple of extra. You got 2 strips. You got a strip of large ones and a strip of small ones, so you can play at will and put sprinkle a few more on. But I like it, and unlike the card that I made for the sample, this one has an inside. Thank you so much, Pam. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my gosh, she said she hasn't been catching me live, but she's enjoying tonight. So that's really cool. I'm enjoying tonight too. So this one, I think I tripped up Alexis because we need another block because we stamped on the ribbon. She's like,
You are correct. You tripped me up.
She's like, what? So
I did not see that.
That's okay. It's gonna help me show how to take the stamp off the inside of the block. It should be, well, how about, oh no, it fits on a C block.
Okay, good.
So this is a stamp that connects, well, it would be better on a D. It's hanging over just a little bit. She's like, I just walked all the way over there. So it's, you know what, I have to say stamping is way more fun with a buddy. So even though we're like on a video, it's way more fun that Alexis is here with me because it gives me someone to kind of have energy across from, you know what I mean? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to stamp on my ribbon. So this ribbon came out of a different suite. And I did put it in the supply list. If you want, when we're all done, I can grab that display board. She's like, here, let me get it. It's right there. Now you know why I didn't put it away. And this lines up perfectly with the next one. Like the V from this side is missing here. And if you just go down the ribbon, you can stamp right on this ribbon. You can also color this ribbon with blends. Here, I'll show you. So I didn't color the ribbon with blends here, but I did it on some of my sample cards that I threw on display boards this week. But this ribbon is the natural finish ribbon, and it is up in the supply list as far as the item numbers. Okay, moving right along. This should be dry, and we're gonna do, oh, I closed the ink pad. Thank you. Thinking of you. So there's my thinking of you. Crooked. Well, you know, if you have 2 sides of the paper and you get it crooked, well, that's way better. And then I took my scissors and just cut this in half. And then I'm gonna use it to extend the punch and make it longer on both sides. Cool. Talk to you soon, Val. Thanks for stopping by. Val's part of our Monday night crew. We Zoom every Monday night. Although this coming Monday night, I'm gonna have somebody covering the room, because half of the people that usually come to Zoom on Monday night are coming to retreat. So it's pretty cool. We'll all be there together. Yeah, it is very cool. And it's not every ribbon that you can stamp on, but you can stamp on that one. And you really get the pattern here. Let me see if I can bring it closer. See a vision. Yeah, it's way better that way. Oh, and my ring. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the outsides because you see this one, there's the dimensional is sticking to the ribbon, but it's sort of like hanging out there. So actually this one, it doesn't seem like sticky enough for me. So I'm going to make sure that I get them really close to the edge on this so that it will stick to the paper on both sides and not just be stuck to the ribbon, if you know what I'm saying. And of course, a couple just for the middle so it doesn't get that droop, you know. Okay. So, ready for this move? I'm going to go down the back side of my Night of Navy cardstock, and this was with the already embossed with the quatrefoil embossing folder, in case you want to see it. And I'll slide this across and adhere it to the back on both sides. Sorry, I'm outside the frame now. I just did the quick stick. And then, and the same thing, because I went all the way down both sides, now all I have to do is layer that onto my card front. I don't need to add more glue. Ta-da. Okay, so this one I'm going to put on crooked, and it's also using, it's already been embossed with the quatrefoil embossing folder, and just crooked is fine. And this one can be crooked as well. As long as the words are straight, it's going to be fine. And this one's pointing down. I think I want to point up. I know. I like always, all good things looking up, right? Okay, so then I'm going to peel these. I'm going to peel just the outside ones, because I really do want them to stick on either side of that ribbon. And it doesn't matter if the one's in the middle stuck, it's just not going to hold it onto the card there. So there's my thinking of you, nice and straight. If I did stick the crooked side down to the card, I would just make my words straight. So even if I stamp it crooked, just stick it on so it's straight and you're good to go. And this time I'm going to add 2 of these. They're saying that they're Night of Navy, but I think that they're more Starry Sky.
They totally are.
Yeah, they look a little bit lighter than Night of Navy to me. And they definitely pull purple. Like Starry Sky. I know when they first came out with the in colors, people said, oh my gosh, 3 blues, but it's really a blue and 2 purples. All right, this one, the one that got away. So I'm just sprinkling a couple of these rhinestones on, or gems, or whatever they're calling. And that's the 3rd project. Wow, can you believe that this is going so fast? Okay, so the last one is this one. Yeah, I agree with Mary. Mary Kingsley is saying that she thinks that this would be good for any gender. All of these would. And so your envelopes would be at the bottom, and we just stacked them instead of having each card in an envelope. People had told me that they think that it's better because then they're not having to hunt through the packet to figure out which card to do first. So let me know what you think. I think that it's kind of a cool new way to stuff our packets. Oh, that's okay, Sharon. I'll have this out on replay. It'll be on this group for a week, and it will be on YouTube forever. So if you missed it, you'll be good to go. So, hey, Paula, it's my sister.
Hi, Auntie.
Totally cool. Okay, so we have Soft Succulent again, and I'm just stamping that outside. And look, I got distracted. I'm going to try that again. Good thing we get 2 sides. And if I messed it up again, well, I do have the punch, but I did better that time, see? Okay, and then we got the thank you I'm going to stamp in the Evening Evergreen. These are so pretty. Okay, here we go. And that's that. So all of the packets are pre-cut for you. And it's nice because a lot of people tell me that that's the reason that they are still creating, because it makes it easier for them to just do a little bit of stamping and go. I love this pattern. Is that not pretty?
So pretty.
Yeah, you can't make up that kind of excitement. It's so gorgeous all put together. And I think it's the soft succulent, the lighter green that brings it all together, because when you put the ribbon across, look at it's shiny. It's so cool. All right, I'm gonna put we're gonna do the same move that we did on the other card to adhere our ribbon, and I am gonna put a little extra because we're gonna go on to the embossed piece here. And so here we go. Bum, ba-dum. So I'm just attaching that to the piece of adhesive on the back. And now because my adhesive is all on there, I will just stick this down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's Lisa Lee. I'm sorry to hear that you're having connection problems. You can always watch it back on YouTube or on Facebook for the next week. And then I'll pull it down off of Facebook and I clear out this group completely so that next month when we have our online workshop, that everything that's on the group refers to those projects. So the supply lists go up and so on. And then when you make a purchase, I send you the PDF and the packet. But what you'd need to assemble the cards, because I've done all the punching for you, is just the stamp set. And was it the 3 ink pads or was there 4? Yeah, so it was just, I have a memento on the table for some reason, but it was just Night of Navy, Soft Succulent, and Evening Evergreen. So to assemble the projects as seen, you'd want to have those 3 inks on hand. Of course, your adhesives and the stamp set, lovely and lasting. Now, if you didn't have the stamp set, you could definitely substitute with other sentiment sets. So there's all kinds of options. My friend Robin, she is so amazing, and she's always taking my packets and making them into something else. It makes me so excited to see them. And they always look good. She does a good job. So you can kind of work with them as you go if it's not working, for like if you didn't want that stamp set or whatever. Okay, so here is an Evening Evergreen bling bling. Ta-da. Just like that. All right, so I am starting to come to the end. This is the last card, so we are getting to the Ask Me Anything portion. If you have any questions about any stamping topic, hit me up. I'm here. Alexis is here. We are ready to answer your questions. If you have questions about the cards I made tonight, I'll give you some time to type them up. Alexis is already cleaning the stamps because she knows that I still have 3 videos to make, but I did get through a couple, so because we have retreat coming up. Oh look, I missed rhinestones again. I'm neglecting my gems. That's only because I'm getting old and I can't see. She's laughing at me because she's like,
you're not getting old.
Don't you see those rhinestones, Mom? Okay, so there we go. That's card number 4. Oh yeah, YouTube link. I will be posting that later. But it is it Selene Kempton? I think it's just Selene Kempton. I think it's just my name. Here, let's flip over so we can say hello to everybody. Yeah, I will post the YouTube link here and on my business page a little bit later. It doesn't automatically transfer to YouTube. I have to download the video and then upload it there. Hey, girly. Thanks for your help. And any other questions? We're watching. I know. Oh, so she's replying to Auntie, so she can't see any other comments. Whoops. Let's see. Hey, Holly. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Let's see. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. Thanks for all the love. And I'm going to give a couple more minutes. the little piggy earlier, what paper did you use for the background? That's a good question. So the little piggy card, I know it's backwards. Can you just, I'm like cleaning. This is the tea paper. So it's the back side of, it's side B of the 6x6 tea paper. And I cut it to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I ran it through the cut and emboss, the Big Shot, the cut and emboss, the old machine, right? And then, yeah, so I did a complete video on this guy too. So if you missed it, I posted it to the group, and oh my gosh, that tail is killing me. And I know it's backwards, but yeah, so darn cute. And it's made with the same punch. So that's exciting. Wait, what set are you working with? Oh, yep. And it's the complete supply list is up in the description, as well as their hot links. So if you decided that you wanted to purchase that product, the bundle, so the stamp set and the punch, can I have the stamp set back? Ta-da! Yeah, because she knows I can't do this. We're not having any fun at work. So if you wanted to get the bundle, it includes the stamp set and the punch, and you would need the 3 inks to assemble the project. So if you spend $35, I'm going to automatically send you the PDF to the email that you kind of purchased it with. And then I will mail you a packet in the mail to complete your own. If you're brand new like Auntie, make sure that you have a block so that you can, if you have problems or questions and you need help placing an order, please let me know, because I am here to help. Let me see who else. Lovely and lasting. Da-da-da. On the first card you made, were the leaves you stamped on the punch label, were they from the same stamp set? Yes, they were. Here, let me take that again. I'm so mean. So there's the leaves, and earlier we did the little sprinkles, and the sprinkles were on the piggy, so that was like kind of his dirt. And then there's also like a floral, and this would be great for a wedding card, or a thinking of you. And then this big thing, I think, should be like kind of tone on tone, because it's so big that I was a little bit put off by that stamp, like it using the set. It seems like it, but it would be good to make a card that you could just put the sample on, you know, just put the sentiment over and have this be like tone on tone. So it would kind of be more muted, in my opinion. I'm sure that we're going to see lots of beautiful things that'll make me change my mind, but I think less is more with that one. Any other questions? Let's see. Ta-da! All right. I think that that's it for questions tonight. So thank you so much. I have all of these kits ready to mail. So as I see orders come through, I'll get them in the mail as soon as possible. And if you place your order after Saturday, they won't go out until I get home, because next week I am gone to Maine. There's going to be 15 of us if you include Brian, and we will be stamping all week. If you watch my regular live on the fly videos on Tuesdays, next week it'll be posted both on YouTube and on Facebook at 3 p.m. Instead of having a live video, it'll be pre-recorded, and they're the lighthouse cards. They're my favorite from retreat. So it'll be one of the make and take sessions that I'll be sharing with everybody. So thank you for being here, everyone. Were there any other questions? Oh, Sharon, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And if I can help with anything, please let me know. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.